Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Downside Up. Before we go around and say hello to these wonderful faces around the screen, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of our own links and things like that. Please check out our social links. There's no such thing as social distancing in the 21st century because we have the internet, my friends. Come and frolic with us in the Discord as we talk about TTRPGs and all the other stuff. Want to play D&D? Send me a DM on Twitter. I'll get you a game of D&D. YouTube, hundreds of hours of content on there that you can go and binge to your heart's content when you get fed up of Netflix. Also, please check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Hero Forge, who make all of the marvelous magical minis in many multi-hued magentas? I don't know. This is one of them. This is from their $3.1 million Kickstarter. This is actually printed in colored resin. This isn't painted. It comes out like a painted mini, though. It looks amazing. There'll be more on this in the next few months as they develop their new prototype color testers, and we'll be doing some of that with the stream, so very exciting. But right now, you can go and make your own grayscale mini to your exacting specifications. The Deck of Many are our sponsors, and also the Deck of Many Things is a donation reward today. Would we throw the Deck of Many at first-time players on the channel? Yes, we would. This is I just drew flames. These have effect on D&D and the game. Also, we have the Humblewood campaign, which you can find on Thursdays at 6 PM EST. Small woodland creatures trying to save the forest from being on fire. Lots of fun. Also, check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, one of our longest-running sponsors. They created the Dark Matter expansion for 5e. If you like space and you like D&D, you need to check out that book. Very well thought out, detailed book. And at the moment, they're doing a bunch of PDF discounts, 25% off across their website on all their PDFs to support social distancing. This stream is sponsored by Mage Hand Press. We're playing the Fae Folio content, so if you want to go and see more of this, that's where you need to be looking. Lastly, we have a brand new sponsor in Dungeon Fog. We're going to get a command up for them very soon, but you will see their sponsored link in the top right as soon as I add it, because I definitely remember to do that. I'm a professional streamer, and I'll add that very shortly. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Mackenzie, why don't you do introductions for us?
Oh, hi! I got shiny new setup! Woohoo! Alright, yeah, I'm so excited for today. But I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. You can call me Mac. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator, so you might have seen my work over on D&D Beyond with the now finished Critical Role Encounters of the Week series, over with MCDM for Kingdoms and Warfare, which is going to be playtesting, so you go to their Twitter if you want to playtest. Jump on that stuff, it's cool. And most recently, you can find me over on Tales from the Mist, playing Sorrow, the half-elf monk. Small bean, very awkward, looks like she's 16. She's fine, she's great, I love her. Today we will not have the wonderful Nomadic with us. He was called in to help as a healthcare worker, so go send him all the love over on Twitter. He's amazing, and he's doing some awesome stuff right now. And we're gonna go around, say who you are, where we can find you, and just who you're playing. We'll do like character descriptions as we get into the game. And let's start with DM Steve. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Thank you so much. My name's DM Steve, or just Steve. My Twitter handle is probably where you can find me at DEEM Steve, phonetically. I am one of the cast members on the Asians Represent podcast in their actual play Dungeons & Dragons called Dungeons & Asians. It's absolutely wonderful. Today, I'll be playing a fairy paladin named Ronnie Cakefist.
Awesome! I'm so excited. I love it when because Faefolio has the rules for tiny PCs, and I love it so much. Next around, let's go to Kira Exley. Right? Is that how I say it?
It is. Yes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Kira Exley. You can find me on Twitter at Kira Exley. Shockingly enough. Yeah, I've been playing DD for a grand total of a year now, so I'm very excited to get into this Faefolio stuff. Yeah.
That's so exciting. I just hit my 1-year anniversary of DMing, and I'm like, it's so exciting. Who are you playing?
Oh, sorry, I'm playing Oterin, who is a mandrake.
Yay, I'm so excited. And last but certainly not least, Scratticus, we know who you are, but who are you playing?
I'll be playing Frida Florag, Friday to her friends, a Ravnica Astorius knight guard who is desperately trying to get back to Ravnica because they had an important meeting tomorrow. They're hoping for a promotion.
Yeah, bless them. They're fine. Is there anything else anyone would like to say or add before we get started, or should we jump back in?
Everyone, please, I've updated the content warning now, so the content warning is correct. Also, check out the tweet. If you can't donate, tweets are a great way to support the stream. We appreciate you.
And every 10 retweets, weird stuff happens, like someone getting turned into a hamster. That happened last week. Speaking
That
of
was so
last
specific, it had to have happened.
Yeah, no, yeah. Last week, one of the players got turned into a hamster and stayed a hamster the entire time. But anyways, last we left the Feywild. The uptight and rather uptight and very prompt and stiff guard Frydar Flarg had been pulled into the Feywild from Ravnica through an unknown means. After sort of looking through their and figuring out some of the circumstances surrounding their unplanned trip into another plane of existence, they met the elderly gnome warlock Sadie, who had also somehow been pulled into the Feywild by some unknown force. The two of them found that they had matching watches that linked to different numbers and different individuals corresponding to those numbers they could find throughout the Feywild. And by finding those numbers, they could find their ways to their respective homes. Because in the Feywild, or at least in this version, time and space are one and the same. You don't go north or south, you go mornward and nightward. You don't go east or west, you go springward and winterward. And we have, in last week, after Sadie had been turned into a hamster, like I had said, we encountered the number 8. And after meeting the haphazard and scatterbrained keeper of the number 8, a satyr tinkerer, journeyed into a glitterfire ooze breeding ground, met a tiny bonsai tree dryad named Jovi, who very helpfully helped them scour and scrounge through the glitterfire ooze's field to find the missing piece of the number 8 that they needed to fix, or that Friday needed to fix the clock. Friday screamed into a field. It was very cathartic. There were glitter fires. They were extinguished by magical darkness. The watch was fixed, and at some point, the two nymph friends that Friday had made taught Friday's halberd about marriage and how to have children, which was interesting. And now they have ended up somewhere else. So that's what remains in as that familiar feeling of the world sort of falling beneath you and like getting pulled somewhere else by the Feywild sort of takes over. You see out of the corner of your eye these very tall, long branched trees with these beautiful, deep blush and pink leaves. You can see sort of on the ground, sort of next to you, is Sadie, no longer a hamster, still asleep, sort of grizzled white hair, sort of frayed, and sort of nestled on a bed of fallen rosy colored leaves. Friday, can you make me a perception check, please?
I'll be looking around anyway, trying to discover something to make a makeshift pallet to drag him on or something.
Wow. You
I
see really well.
I see.
So you notice, as you're sort of looking around, you do see a couple of very sturdy boughs that could be used to make a pallet. What does catch your eye, though, is when Sadie sort of de-hamsterfies, there is like a sheen of magic energy around his form. Not like that shadowy energy that you had seen that had turned him into a hamster, but sort of this golden pinkish light. You can see with the 22, you can see sort of at the center of this shimmering field of energy a symbol that is half a sun and half a moon, with the sun higher than the moon. And then you also notice on a 22, as 12, the mechanical sparrow sort of nestles onto your shoulder. The symbol on their chest, half a sun, half a moon, is glowing that same sort of pinkish gold color. And 12 is just sort of looking down at their own chest, sort of confusedly.
12, you're glowing.
I see that. Your friend is glowing too.
Yes. I must start to recognize this symbol, right? Even Scrat is starting to recognize it, and Scrat has no memory whatsoever. So Friday
know.
must be starting to recognize this symbol.
Okay. What do you want to roll to What do you want to roll to see what you can recall about it?
I don't know. History, I guess. Like, I've seen it a lot, right? Scrat's seen it a lot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mac has put it pretty much everywhere, so yes.
Right in front of my nose all the time. Got it. Might be a clue. I can't remember a thing about it.
I'm really sorry. You were going into a whole spiel about how I have to recognize this, and you roll a 5.
So she's just sort of looking at it like, this rings a bell.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
There is something about this screaming important to me. No.
Look, you're like, you have put it together. Wait, I've seen this symbol a lot in the Feywild, and that is as far as your brain got.
Yes. Yeah. I should probably look out for this more. As I start winding these branches together, making a litter.
12 literally looks at you and then just...
What?
You are just noticing.
Noticing what?
And 12, despite being a bird, looks so done.
It just hangs head slightly. Got it. Well,
There's just like it's the winding powering down, so just...
I guess I'll start dragging Sadie towards wherever we need to go.
Okay, when you grab Sadie's body, make me or when you go to move Sadie's body, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. I don't like that much. Yeah, I do. 20. Boom.
Wow. As you go to grab Sadie's body, there is this sudden flash of that same sort of pinkish gold light. And you can see that symbol, which you know is important.
Definitely important.
It's so important. You just can't figure out why. It just glows real bright, and you are able to sort of you get knocked back, but you don't take any damage. And as you sort of push yourself back up, you can see sort of a silhouette that's been inverted, so that the frame itself, this shadow itself, is what's glowing. You can see the silhouette of a woman, a female figure, not nearly as tall as you, but fairly tall, sort of this goldish pink figure. You can't really make out any faces, but she's sort of standing over Sadie's body. You can tell by her body language, this very cautious and concerned, and just a little generally surprised that they managed to make it here. And then you can see the shadow of their head sort of look up at you.
They are not the symbol.
You're Frida Florag, right?
I stand slightly straighter. Usually only my superiors call me by that name. Yes.
Hi. I've been looking for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This is a bit complicated. I'm gonna need to borrow your friend.
I'm not in the habit of just letting my friends go to strangers.
Would it help if I'm not entirely a stranger to him?
Well,
Points to Sadie.
unfortunately, we don't have any way to verify that because Sadie is currently unconscious.
And then you can see this figure sort of crouch down and sort of reach around Sadie's neck and pull out a pendant that you hadn't realized had been tucked into his sort of tattered clothes. And it is that symbol. Half a sun, half a moon, with the sun higher than a moon.
That symbol's important.
It's mine? It's mine. It's me. Hi. Hello. Yes.
You're not that symbol.
Again, more complicated. I'm not technically. It's complicated. I need to borrow him for. Okay, hold on. And then you could see like the light sort of flicker, and you could see like almost she tenses as she tries to sort of keep her form. Okay, this is going to be a little complicated. I can't explain now. I need to go. I follow the numbers. Sure, you already need that. Meet me in Starlight City. You'll figure it out. I can get you out of here. I promise. Just follow the numbers. Meet me in Starlight City. This is more than I ever intended. And there is a flash of light, and both the figure and Sadie disappear in sort of a poof.
Rush forward as if to like no. Curses. Well, follow the numbers, I guess. I just made this litter for nothing.
When you turn to go look at the litter, though, it is no longer a litter. Instead, there's a rustle, and you could see it has been turned into a makeshift tent sort of looking thing.
I don't like that. I am gonna start walking.
Away?
Yeah, the Feywild creeps me out.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to pan over to Odorin and Ronnie. Odorin and Ronnie, you, as you're sort of walking through the trees, these tall, very elegant, very long bowed trees with these very pink and gold sort of leaves, you see a flash out of the corner of your eye. What do each of you look like? I'm not going to nominate one to go first. You can decide amongst yourselves, either of you on the spot. But what do you look like?
I'll be put on the spot. I love being put on the spot.
Right, you were on the spot.
Ronnie is a fairy, but more specifically, Ronnie is a sprite. Sprites are known for being brave and what have you. Ronnie, oddly enough, is a little bit shorter than most sprites, putting at just under 6 inches tall. Ronnie's not so much walking through the forest as he is fluttering by on his butterfly-like wings. Ronnie's a handsome enough kind of guy. He's got like really dark skin. He's got freckles on. He's got dark hair, very deep, intense eyes, and on his back is a large, great sword for a sprite. It's actually just like a dagger, like a knife you'd find in your kitchen, but he carries it pretty confidently.
It is the most beautiful butter knife the Rose Court has ever made.
Oh yeah, it is. But that's more or less what he looks like. He's an interesting fellow to look upon the first time.
And what does Odorin look like? I'm assuming walking beside the flying Ronnie, but I could be mistaken.
Yes, definitely walking probably slower than they would usually to keep pace with the sprite. But Odorin is a massive tree, generally about 7 foot tall, but walks a bit hunched over because ceilings are a little lower than that generally. They've got kind of orange, gold, green leaves all over their body, not so much in like a hair type thing, but just everywhere.
And as you two sort of journey through the woods, keeping an eye out, you do see that flash of light sort of in the corner of your eyes, that flash of sort of goldish pink sort of, and then you can also hear a little bit of rustling, a little bit of like shifting around and a little very distant like and laughing.
So I think there's like a moment where like Ronnie looks like he wants to say something, kind of opens his mouth, decides something else, and says, we should probably investigate that. We should look at that. Yeah, we should look at that.
Yeah, I think we should, you know?
Maybe we'll go together. Rather than just like one of us rushing in. Yeah, we'll go together.
Seems very sensible.
Okay. And you walk towards the direction of that clearing. And as you sort of go, you can see now what looks like was once a pallet, or once like a medical pallet, but has since been haphazardly turned into a tent. A tent. It's very much like the sort of forts that the kids of the Rose Court like to make. Very much sort of like, I'm gonna make a pillow fort, except it's made out of trees because that's what's around here. And you can sort of see that handiwork. Both of you make me survival checks.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ooh, okay, not bad. So, on both of those rolls, you can see from this sort of haphazard little makeshift tent, you can see some very small footsteps, sort of skittering off in one direction, as well as larger, more heavy-set footsteps, definitely from an adult, humanoid, boots with heels, very important. And they were also they didn't start in the same direction, but you can see the paths, the two footprints sort of merge together and cross. Friday, as you're walking around, you hear a sort of a rustling and a skittering behind you, and then this sort of laughter. Just
I will draw Al. And
oh,
turn.
whoa, hey, dude. Hey, whoa, okay.
Shh, Al,
That's...
there's movement in the trees.
What? Huh? No one else can hear me, though, bro.
Everyone can hear you. Like, literally everyone. Whenever we test it, people suddenly can hear you. Shut up.
I don't hear anything. And you see, swinging down from the tree is this tiny elf child, sort of like upside down right in front of you. Hi! Yeah, I didn't hear anything. But you know, I don't know. I don't really listen. Hi! And this elf child with these bright green eyes and these gold freckles and this absolutely messy hair just hanging upside down in front of you. You're new around here.
Put up my halberd. Yes, I'm new, child.
Hi! You're not Ronnie or O. What are you doing here?
I seek numbers.
Oh, you mean like fives?
Is 5 here?
Oh, he's not here. He went like that way. But I'm not supposed to tell. Wait, are you gonna tell Ronnie and O?
No.
Roll a persuasion or deception?
I currently don't know who they are, so it's not technically a lie.
Okay, persuasion? Okay. Well, as long as you promise not to tell them, because they told me that I'm not supposed to tell them, even though I wanted to be, and and then you can see this crowd swing back up as there's a rustling behind you, and you see the figures of this massive tree-like figure walking, and this sort of small 6-inch figure with butterfly wings sort of flitter into the clearing.
Ah. Hello.
Wait. Who? And Ronnie kind of goes to like draw the sword, but he's not super into the motion. He's not like really committed to this one. And he points like a really tiny nub of a finger at Friday and says, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
My name is Frydar Florag, but you can call me Friday. I seek to fix time.
And I think Ronnie like looks over to Odorin and is like, shrug.
Shrugs back.
We
We weren't aware of time being terribly broken.
I just point
How
to
is this around here?
point to the sky, like at the large sections of blackness where stars should be. I'm making slow progress. Friday, by the way, stands at 6'2" in heels. She has sort of palish, nearly grayscale skin, with black dreads tied back. Her eyes are piercing and orange. About 200 pounds, muscly girl.
Beefy.
Beef. I so far I've been fixing time one number at a time. I've managed to fix 12, 9, 3, and 8. I think that's right, isn't it, Mackenzie?
12, 9, 3. Yep, those are right.
You see, look, my watch seems to be connected to them somehow. I show a watch which has only the numbers 12, 9, 3, and 8. And I think I'm close to 5.
I see a couple.
None of that made sense to me. But you don't seem like a threat, I hope. Did you see anything? Did you see any children run by? We are looking for some people who are potentially in grave danger.
Yes, I did see a child. They
You
spoke
said
of...
you wouldn't tell them!
I said I wouldn't tell them where 5 is.
It's not open.
There.
And there's a child that a small elf girl, again, dark skin, these golden freckles, and this like absolute big poof of dark hair just sort of pokes her head down from one of the trees. Oh, hi! Guess you found me. Aww.
And remind me which of our precious children.
This one is Dole. This one is Dole.
I think Ronnie forgets Friday. She's no longer important, and kind of flutters up to where Dole is, crosses his arms, and he just looks down his nose at this child, and no words, just like,
Dole goes, okay.
You know, you aren't supposed to be running around wherever you want. It can be really dangerous out here.
I'm not running. You're not running.
Look. Where are the others?
I'm not supposed to tell you. It's a secret.
Well, you got caught, and if you don't tell me, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And this is where Ronnie looks over to Odorin, and Ronnie's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Odorin will walk over and kind of kneel down next to Dole. Like, so we caught you. That means you're on our team now, right? So you can help us find the others.
Oh, are we
Yes.
playing that game? They didn't say me. Oh, are you part of the game too?
Not
Yeah,
willingly.
of course.
Okay. Hi. I didn't get your name. What's your name? Hi. And she this child sort of flops out of the tree. Definitely does not land very gracefully, but is like picks herself up like no problem and goes up to Friday. Hi. You said you
yes.
had a talking sword.
Halbert. I'm Friday. Friday. I'm afraid I'm at a loss. You all know my name. I'm Friday. Hi.
Oh, okay. So this one is Ronnie, and points to the small one. And the tree is Odorin. I call
You
him
got it,
O.
buddy.
I'm Dole. Hi.
Doll?
Dole.
Okay.
Well, Friday,
Yes.
you've been very helpful in being witness to this. But if you'd excuse us, we need to go catch this little one's friends. Best of luck fixing...
Well, Five said if I told you where he was going, that he would give me a big noogie. I don't like his noogies.
I'm looking for 5, and it sounds to me like 5 may be tied to your quest. May I join you?
And Ronnie looks to Dole and says, the others, Radian, Tenny, Tao, they're all with 5? They're all together?
Well, okay. Last I remembered, Five said that the gardener left the gate to the orchard open. And so Five said that Five said that he found a secret passage through the gate, but you have to go through the garden. So they were using the passage through the orchard to go outside the wield. So Yeah, I wasn't supposed to tell you that, but you found me. Whoopsies.
Friday?
They're fine though. Fives knows what he's doing.
Sounds like we are on the same path. But I'm gonna let you know. I got my eyes on you. And you can tell that Ronnie is not really doing the motion correctly. They probably practiced it a couple times in the mirror, but come showtime, not working out.
Ronnie, make me a perception check.
With pleasure, of course.
You don't notice this, but behind you, Ronnie, Friday and Odorin, behind Ronnie, you see Dole doing the same wrong motion.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I should hope so too, Ronnie. I think we should all be on our guard in this place. Are you native to the Feywild?
I'll have you know that I'm one of the esteemed court convoys. We both are. And with that comes some amount of respect and, people liking us.
I don't like you.
Supposed to.
I understand. I'm part of the guards from where I come from. One of the heads, in fact. I help write the laws of the land. I'm not sure that's a familiar concept here. No one else seems to know what laws are.
Are those the things that are like, don't go outside the wields, because it's dangerous? Don't go talking with strangers, because it's dangerous. Is that what laws are?
Pretty much.
You're boring. I don't like this team.
And Ronnie's like looking at Odorin like, help children? How do children work?
Otrina would just give a shrug, like, I have no idea either. Just turn to Dole and be like, it's okay. The quicker we find the others, the quicker we can play the next game.
Ooh, okay. Then we're gonna go. Okay. They went. And then you can see Dole kind of like does a couple spins in place. They went that way. No, wait. No, they went that way. Yeah. No, that's right. Okay, come on. And they just sort of jump up onto one of the trees, and they sort of like swing from branch to branch. They're definitely like kind of flopping a little bit on their face, but it's that childish sort of like, I'm not gonna let a little bit of scraping my knees stop my playground fun sort of way. Very sprightly, sort of springy and bouncy. And at some point, as you sort of follow, I'm assuming you follow Dole?
Yes, yeah.
Ronnie follows, but flies backwards, looking at Friday like, yeah, that's right.
Friday, make me a strength saving throw.
Wow, this is a powerful glare indeed.
That's what Ronnie was going for.
Wow.
Cool. Wow. That's not good. Okay. As you're sort of distracted by Ronnie's sort of very piercing sort of, don't you dare. There is a sudden sort of, woo! And then something jumps on your back and knocks you flat onto the ground.
Is 12 still on my shoulder? Did they take flight?
12, when you hit the floor, 12 sort of fluttered up. You have a person on your back.
Thank you, 12.
So where are you from?
Is this one of yours, Ronnie?
Oh
Odorin?
no, it's Dole again. Dole just moved around to the back. Where are you from?
You were ahead of us, leading the way. What? How?
Yeah, and now I'm here.
What?
Does your sword really talk?
Yes, but only some can hear it. It seems.
See, I had a sword that I said I had a sword that talked, and I swore I could hear it. But Radiant said no, it doesn't talk. His swords don't talk. And Five said it was silly. So does your sword talk? Because if so, then I gotta show them, and then I could say I'm right.
It's a halberd, not a sword, but yes.
What's the difference?
Well, this is sort of like a long-handled axe.
Why?
Keep people far away,
Why?
so that they can't stab me with their swords.
Why?
Because why has a long tail?
Why?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
That's because exactly ends in Y.
I don't get it.
Why?
What?
I'm gonna pick myself up. I've got 4 nephews, Mackenzie. I can play this game all day.
goodness.
Cool. Oh, good. So this child still kind of clings onto your back as you pick yourself up. They're still holding on. Hi, Friday Sword. Do you talk?
What, Al, are you shy all of a sudden? You've spoken to everyone else who's come along.
There's no sound from Al.
I think Al might be terrified of children. He's new to being alive.
Is your sword alive? Can it walk?
No.
Can I have it?
No.
Ronnie, can you make her give it to me?
Of course, I can do anything you want, but first, we need to go find the others.
Okay, so if I show you where Fives is, you're gonna give me the talking Albert.
That is 100% maybe.
That doesn't make sense.
Take it or leave it.
Hey, Miss Friday, right in your ear. Can I have your halberd?
Just take them and gently put them on the ground.
They
Shuffle them
immediately
along.
try and jump back up onto you.
They're gonna just put the hand on the head thing. Lead the way.
Oh, but I was tired. My legs hurt.
And Ronnie says, "Don't worry, I'll carry you." And Ronnie flutters over to the child's head and sits on top of the child's head and says, "Okay, let's go."
I don't like this game. And then the child sort of walks off.
Yep.
Okay. Can you see anything up there? They said they were heading towards the orchard. I think it's that way, but I don't know. I'm very short. Can you look and see if you can see the fruit trees? Because I can't see the fruit from here. And you can see, at this point, Dole has, closed their eyes and is just sort of walking.
I will kind of put his hand down to the ground, be like, "Hey, Dole, do you wanna come see for yourself? I can bring you up here."
Oh my god, really? Okay. And they just sort of run and they scramble up onto you and they sit on top of your head. Okay,
Okay.
Okay, I think
you
I see
the
it.
fruit trees?
yeah, okay, we're gonna go that way. Okay, yeah, they went to the side of the grove that's that we're not supposed to go there side. But then we went there anyways, so I think it's fine. Do you know why we're not allowed to go there? No one ever told me why, but it's fine.
Do we know why?
Roll me a history check. Or you can do nature, Odorin, because you're a tree. But I think Ronnie would just be nature or history. Ooh, Odorin knows all.
Unlike Ronnie.
Ronnie knows nothing. That part of the orc, yeah, that seems very important. Just that's it. Just it seems important. I think it actually makes sense, Roddy. You just know there is within the Blushing Weald, the area that is dominated by the Rose Court. You know that towards the edge of the Weald there are farms of fruit trees. Some are cultivated by the royal families, but as you go further into the grove, you know that it does get a little more dangerous and wild. You're not sure why, partially because you never really... Every time you were assigned to go there, you shunted it off to someone else because you really just didn't want to deal with it. Odorin, as you sort of remember hearing about this, you know that there is... that the center of the grove and the grove closest to the Blushing Weald is very much simpler fruit trees. You know that further away from the center of the Weald, where the Rose Court's magic can't permeate it, the fruit grows a little bit more wild. It sometimes results in rarer orchards and rarer blossoms, but it also results in a little bit more danger. You know, there are some members of the Rose Court who are specifically trained to go out and pick fruit from these rarer but more dangerous areas. But that's why the children are specifically not supposed to go past the edge of the orchard.
Awesome. So I'll turn back to Dol and be like, well, it's a little more dangerous, but the families just want to make sure.
5 said there is super special fruit out there that we can't get inside.
So there is it's better than average fruit, I'll tell you that one. But it's quite dangerous out there, and your family just want to make sure you're safe and you can come back all right.
And so you can keep walking. Is there anything you would like to do as you keep walking, or are you just sort of following Dole's directions as she points like,
Okay, Oderic, can you make a left? Oh yeah, make a left. No, other left, that way. Yeah, okay.
I think Ronnie's gonna take some time when it's like kind of appropriate to kind of take Friday aside, just a tiny bit, which is a small joke, and Ronnie's gonna keep making small puns as much as I can. And Ronnie definitely does not sit on Friday's shoulder, but like hovers where someone would like be on the shoulder, and kind of like whispers in hushed tones. You said you were looking for 5?
Yes, it's one of the next numbers on my... I just came from Outpost 8.
Nice. And what's your... First of all, sorry for the whole thing. I gotta, be proper and all that, and be really scary and things like that.
Totally understand. Perception of the guard is most important.
Oh, that's huge. That's a huge relief. I hate doing that. Anyways, what are you planning on doing with 5?
Well, I'm hoping that they will have a trinket or similar that I can reattach to time. With 8, it was simply parts of a trinket that I had to make whole. With 9 was the worst. 9 ended up being a giant mechanical spider that tried to kill us. 12 was this bird here. I just had to take him to a clock, and then 12 was restored. And 3, I can't for the life of me remember. Oh, it was Grandma 3. She couldn't help me.
And I think Ronnie kind of cuts you off just like ever so slightly and says, "Is 5 in trouble? Is 5 in danger?"
I mean, that's objective. Or subjective. I don't think so, but I think this is kind of like the band getting back together after a long time. That's the feel I'm generally getting from it, is we're bringing all the pieces together and then sort of like
but
an orchestra.
You're saying that, and you sound kind of scared. The band getting together is supposed to be fun?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Tell me, do you work for the Queen of the Feywild?
technically, no, but adjacent. You work for the Rose Court, who pays homage to the Queen, but you don't really interact with the Queen directly.
The answer is technically no, but I'm like, I get invited to one party a year.
Okay, yes, okay, the yearly ball, got it. I got a feeling that she's playing a game with me, one that I'm not reasonably willing to participate in, but here we are. And I fear she may not want time restored.
Oh, okay. I mean, time's like a thing. But if Friday's in danger, then... Yeah.
5.
And sorry, 5.
Friday, you are always in danger, says the bird on Friday's shoulder.
Thank you, 12. This is 12, by the way.
Hi, hello, I am 12. I am a bird.
Ronnie pets the bird on the beak. That's probably not what you're supposed to do.
It's like the bird just goes back in its neck, just.
I'm bad at this. And Ronnie uses that as an excuse to like flutter away and maybe hopefully kind of persuade Toll to hurry this up.
Sorry, my neck's stuck like this. Hold on.
Perfect. Rest of the stream, just like that.
Okay, so as you walk, because what is it? We did have a weird Arcana surge, and I did roll for it. As you sort of walk, and this makes sense because Odorin, as you're walking, and you're sort of, as you are a mandrake in nature, and you have that connection to a lot of the spirits of the trees and the forest. As you sort of walk and you get close to the grove, you can feel you can almost feel not necessarily roots getting planted down, but you can feel sort of your energy sort of being dispersed down into and sort of merging with the general hum of the forest, and you can sort of follow that hum and sort of follow towards the hum of the fruit trees and the more dangerous energies. And as that sort of goes, you can feel almost as a reaction sort of what would qualify as your ears, but I don't know how that translates to tree, but the where you perceive your sound, it sort of almost grows more hollow and it grows wider, and you now have advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing.
Ooh. Very nice.
It says for the next minute, but let's just do it for the next session because why not? The entire session. You can have advantage on perception checks for hearing, as you can sort of listen to the hum and the sound of the forest. And as you sort of walk, you can see now the sort of paler pinks of the trees have sort of faded off into a more dusky sort of purple. You can see there are darker corners, and things are starting to overgrow with different bits of the canopy starting to overtake itself. And then Dole sort of, from their perch on your head, Odorin, you can feel them sort of like, not necessarily pull, but I am imagining, what is it, Linguini from Ratatouille, where you grab the thing and you pull? It's sort of like that, and like,
Okay, can you squat down? Can you squat down?
Yep.
Okay, wait, there it is. There.
I
You
need a
see that?
description. I need, how does the tree squat down? Please. I need this.
how does the tree squat down, Odorin?
So the tree kind of, with great care to keep their head level so the doll doesn't fall off, would kind of ever so carefully kneel down on the ground, not really having any idea of support or anything, but just kneeling on the ground, waiting for the next thing.
And you can feel, as you sort of squat down, Dole sort of slips off your shoulder and sort of scuttles through the tree. And then you can see them stop in front of this really big, it almost is like if two trees had grown together and it sort of wrapped around each other. You can see one has slightly darker bark and one has this almost golden bark. And you can see in the roots, you can see there's a hole and a patch of this hole underneath the tree. And you can see sort of beyond this tree line there, it gets a little bit darker and the forest gets a little bit thicker.
Okay, so I remember this now. This is where Five said we could get through to outside, past the wheel. So yeah, here. Woo!
And then they just slide down.
Okay, Itorin will turn to Ronnie and go, I don't know if she should come with us. Should we leave her
It's
here?
too late. I'm already going.
Just going through the tunnel.
She made the choice. So I guess. And then Ronnie just like zips into the hole, not sliding. That's very childish. But
You also are 6 inches tall. You got plenty of width to
exactly.
go through.
Let's go into this monstrous cave.
Okay, and then
Friday,
Itorin will
Odorin?
turn to Friday. After you.
Okay, I will draw and hold my halberd, because otherwise I can see that going disastrously wrong. I'm gonna hold it butt forward, and then dive front first down.
Friday, why are you I can't see anything. Friday. Bro.
Stop that now.
What? Stop what? I'm just saying, you're holding me the wrong way.
Yeah, we're sliding.
But I don't, okay, do we have to?
Well, we don't have any choice in it now.
Okay, I don't like this.
Well,
Could you at least turn me around so I can see where we're going?
When we get to the bottom, yes.
Okay, fine. Whatever. and then you could slide Odorin. What are you doing?
So Urchin will kind of gingerly sit on the side of the hole, kind of get the bark skin up, just
Okay.
to get a bit of protection,
Yes.
and then curl in all the kind of extraneous branches that are kind of floating around, so they're
Mm-hmm.
like one log, and then just kind of sit there and slide down.
Oh yes. Okay. Wonderful. Let's see. Since Ronnie, you're flying, you won't have to. You've got plenty of room. You don't have to like really squeeze. But Odorin and Friday, can you both make me dexterity saving throws? If you have another way you'd like to do this, let me know. Okay.
I don't think anything I've got's gonna work. I forgot I was playing a low dex character. Whoops.
Yes.
That could have been a lot
Okay.
worse.
That could have been a lot worse. Odorin, you are able to squeeze through this hole no problem. Friday, you get a little bit distracted, sort of like bickering with Al, and as you sort of slide, you slide a little crooked, and you sort of hit a branch, like hit a root on the way down. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as this root sort of like jams into your kidney. And you sort of tumble out of this hole. You can see the hole itself isn't that large necessarily. It's not like you're going into a deep cave. You're it's more like you've gone a little bit down to a cliff. As you sort of climb out of this hole, you can see this sort of muddy cliffside where the trees on top are very like the pinkish goldish hue, and from your side now beneath the this sort of cliff, you can see a lot more darker purples and silver sort of lining the area.
Do
And
you know
then-
where this is? I'd say to Ronnie, who's already landed, right? I didn't.
Yes.
Oh, I have more mass. I didn't like scoop everyone up on the way down, did I?
Well, Ronnie's fine. 12, what is it? Not 12. Sorry. Dole went ahead of everyone, so Dole's fine. Ronnie flew ahead of you, so Ronnie does not get hit. And Odorin made their deck save, so you're really the only one. You're fine.
Okay.
You're the amateur. Is what's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it. Land heavily in the mud face first. I picked myself up.
Whoa, dude, that looked rough.
I'm gonna put Al away, and
You just ignoring me? Wow. Rude.
so, do you know where this place is?
No. Dole.
Yeah? Hi.
You see Dole like hanging upside down from a tree.
I think it's going to be really important that your voice is right here right now, and I think we need to take it down to like here.
Sort of climbs off the tree, gets really close to you.
Okay.
Better. Where do we go now?
Okay. So,
And it's just full on like same volume, just whispering.
Yeah, no. Ronnie's cutting his losses. This is that's as good as it's
Okay.
going to get.
so I think they went. Okay, well, Five said that there is a really big grove of these really, really juicy fruits over that way. So I'm gonna go that way, and everyone should follow me.
And then Aggress just sort of does the tiptoeing motion, but does it so over theatrically that it's not really stealthy. It's the exact opposite of it is very conspicuous. Just sort of
Yeah, like Dole's even making like the music, just like
oh yeah, she
yeah.
is. Boop, ba-doop, da-doop, 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 da-doo.
Mwah, perfect. Ronnie shrugs back to Odorin, like
Gotta follow her.
follow her. And
Hey, Odorin, do you have friends here? Because you're a tree. Do you know people here? Oh my god, do you know some of the people here? Oh my god!
So I don't know these guys terribly well. They're not my family or anything.
Do you have family? Do trees have families? Do you have a family? Because I have parents, but I don't like my parents. Where's your family like?
I mean, I think they're pretty great.
Okay.
Kind of still back where we grew up.
Oh, that's so cool. I wish I had family I wish I had cool family like that. Okay. Badoo.
You have pretty cool family.
Badoo, 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 badoo.
And she's gone.
Yep. As you walk and you follow Dole, who it really isn't that hard to follow with the Rose Court Panther music. Everyone roll me. You can either use your passive perception or roll me perception checks, whichever you would prefer.
I'm gonna go with passive.
Okay.
Got a flat 10. I'm not gonna risk anything here.
Flat 10, sweet.
You know, I've got a 15 passive, but I still feel like I should risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
I failed.
You risked it and you got no biscuit.
Yeah.
So Odorin, as you're walking and you go, and she's gone now. Okay. As you sort of walk and you're sort of listen out and keep an ear out, and especially I guess with your height and now your heightened sort of senses as you're listening to the hum of the forest, you can almost sense sort of this like groaning sound coming from a little bit to your as you're traveling a little ways to your left. And as you sort of look, you can see sort of in the mud, and almost as if you're listening to the memories of the trees, you can see 3 small sets of footprints sort of scuttling around. A couple had been like swinging on the branches, and you can see now there are scratch marks and pieces of branches that look like they were broken because someone had sat on them or had swung on them too hard and had broken. And you can see also these crushed carcasses is the wrong word to describe fruit, but like the apple cores and seeds and just sort of haphazard fruit peels and sort of littering the ground.
Interesting. I'll kind of point it out to Ronnie. I think the kid did go this way.
Steve, you're muted.
Whoa, I'm bad at that. It's just like apple cores and stuff, not like bones or anything like that.
Oh, they're definitely okay. They are weird fruit cores. They are not like bones or carcasses or anything like.
Okay.
Anything like anything gore or like anything meaty. Nothing meaty.
Gotcha.
But definitely weird fruit centers. Like, oh, it's like this is a really like. There's this fruit called an atamoya, where if you split it open, it's like this sort of pale, sticky, stringy white flesh with like the big black seeds. That's kind of what it looks like. Those are sort of like split open fruits with those sort of goopy insides.
But it looks like it's like not a normal fruit.
It's not a fruit that you normally find in the Blushing Weald. It is fruit that is cultivated outside.
Okay. I think Ronnie looks to Odorin and just kind of has like that worried kind of like furrowed brow, but then just like continues forward.
Are you following the sort of where the fruit cores and remnants lead? Or are you continuing?
Oh, do they split away from like where
they
Dole's
sort of
leading?
As you're walking, you can sort of see 12 does not 12. Well, 12 doesn't know what's going on either, but Dole is sort of going like,
I think they went this way. I think so. I don't know. This is where I think I split off from them. I'm not sure. I don't really recognize any of this.
and that's when you kind of see the fruit peel sort of leading a bit ways off the very loose definition of a path.
Hey, Dole, when you're here with the others, did you eat any of the fruit?
No, I don't. No.
Was there anyone else here? Maybe some like animals or any people?
I mean, there was Fives and Radian, and Tau and Tenor or Tenny. They were hungry, so I think they wanted to eat some food. I know Tau was able to fly up and get some, but I left around this time.
So Ronnie says, I think one of them might be playing hide and seek. And I think and Marnie puts like one hand and like points in the direction of the fruit, and then puts a finger on his lips, and flies kind of down the other tunnel.
Okay. It's not necessarily a tunnel. You are kind of like you went down like
yeah.
into like earth, but like it is sort of like a canopied tree area, and you're able to sort of peek through here. You can see like here, like the branches get a little bit more tight and a little bit more tense, and you can see branches start to tear at not tear, but sort of chip. No, that's wrong verb. Poke at your form. Can you make me a acrobatics check with advantage though, because you're small, and you can sort of weave through the branches pretty well.
Give it a try.
Okay.
Oh.
I think. So as you sort of weave through, and you go, I think there's some. I think they might be this way, and you sort of keep an eye on Dole as you move. You kind of hit right up against like a thorny branch. You go out, and then you kind of, because you launch away from that one, you go out, and then you hit another one, and then you just sort of like pachinko through the thorns.
But what's my prize? What do I win?
Okay, well, you take 2 piercing damage.
Oh.
But as you sort of thunk your way out, you can see your prize is, as you land with a roll of an 8, you land like squat in like this overripe half of a fruit. And as you sort of pick yourself up, you can see, as you look up, you can see another figure or two sort of looking down from a branch of the tree. One is a satyr with really curly hair and these big Coke bottle glasses and sort of like this brackish fruit juice sort of like smeared around its face. And then right next to them is this very tiny figure in what you recognize as sort of a yellow orange hoodie made out of flower petals with the hood sort of pulled down over. A figure is slightly smaller than you, but sort of sitting on the satyr's shoulder. And they kind of look down at you.
Kids?
Oh, you found us.
Yeah. Come on, we gotta go join the others. I found you. You're my.
Have you seen Fives
No.
or Kenny?
No, I was gonna ask you. Have you seen them? Where did they go?
Oh, I don't know. What is it? I got tired and I took a nap up here. And when I woke up, everyone was gone.
Okay, well.
I don't know. Tao, did you see anything?
And then you could see the very, very faint like tinkle, like as Tao shakes her head.
Look, we found Dole. Me and O, we found Dole.
Oh, you found Dole?
Yep. So you know what?
Yeah, he chickened out way back.
Yep. So as per the rule games, you're our prisoners now. Oh no! What did O say? Prisoners. Yeah, you're our prisoners now.
I don't like this game.
I don't like it either. I'm trying to finish this game so we can get back on with our lives. Look. Let's just.
Okay. Where's Dole?
Yep. Just follow me. And Ronnie takes a moment to flap out his wings, dry him out a little bit. I guess Ronnie can't go back through that bramble.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Ronnie kind of cups his hands and screams out from the other side of the brambles "Oh, can you help?"
Yes, I'm trying to think what I can do.
You
Can I?
think that sounds like danger? Oh,
I don't think it sounds like danger. I think Ronnie just needs a hand with something. So
You could see Dole sort of.
Oh yeah, Ronnie's fine. He just fell in some fruit again.
where do you keep
okay,
coming
thanks,
from?
Dole.
I'm always here. Hi. Hello.
Can we tell how thick like, the bramble patch is?
You can tell it's like the bramble patch is about like say 15 by 15. You can tell, you can see bits and pieces where smaller creatures like Ronnie or Tao might be able, the little fairy child might have been able to nip through and then be able to help move some of the branches. Ronnie just got a bit unlucky with how they had flown through. But it's like it's a 15 by 15 foot bramble patch. The gaps are around like 4 inches to 6 inches big between the thorns.
I mean, Odorin, would it offend you if I cut a path?
No, it's okay. I can fix it later. Go ahead.
Al, your time to shine. Or get doled on sap. Anyway, hack.
Roll me. Let's just. Okay, we can either. Do you want to roll attack rolls and damage, or do you want to just do like a strength check and see how well you do?
I mean, we could just do I mean, could I perhaps petition for athletics?
Yes.
Great. I cannot roll today.
Well,
that's the second +7 modifier that's ended up with a 9.
I'm so. It's fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
I hang my head in shame.
You swing, and you get through a couple, and then you try and pull Al out, and they're stuck. A Friday, dude, bro.
Can I retrieve Al?
You try to pull Al, and Al is pretty stuck in the bramble. Bro, this kind of hurts.
Sorry, Al, I've kind of got you stuck. Odorin, I've got...
I thought you were trained with me, bro.
Yes, whoops. Odorin, I wonder, could you, give me a hand? I seem to be... Perhaps the Feywild is messing with my strengths. Could you give
Bro, I think you just swung really bad, bro.
You give Al a tug, please.
I can try.
If you want to try and pull Al, do you just want to straight up try and pull Al out of the bramble, or do you want to like do anything with like your tree abilities?
I'm gonna kneel down as best we can and just talk to the brambles and say, "Hey guys,
Okay.
I know this is your area. We don't want to disturb you, but we've got some kids over there. We want to get home safe. Would you mind maybe letting go of this guy's sword?"
Okay, roll me a persuasion
okay.
check to talk with the bramble. Okay. You hear as you sort of lean and you listen to the bramble, you hear this sort of.
They're not fun anyways.
And you can see the bramble sort of release and move out. A tunnel wide enough for actually wide enough for, not quite wide enough for you, Odorin, but wide enough for even Friday to go through. Ronnie, from your side of the bramble, you can see the bramble sort of shift and move. And so there's like a little almost a doorway like. And Odorin's on the other side.
Thank you, my friends.
Come on, kids. Come on.
Okay. Okay, fine. Come on, Tao.
Yep, that's right. You have to follow us because you're our prisoners. And Ronnie looks to Odorin like, yeah?
Wait, no one told
Dole, like Dole sort of pokes out her head. Wait, no one told me I was a prisoner. You didn't say I was a prisoner.
Oops, that's me. I'm
You're breaking the rules of the game.
I'm a big old dummy, right, Odorin?
turn to Dolans. You might have to remind us of the rules of the game. I think we've forgotten them.
Okay. Well, Ray, what's the rules again? I don't know. I think it's, well, I don't know. I just want to take a nap. I'm sleepy. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta find. They want to find fives and tenny. So, I didn't find a thing. I don't know where they went. I went and took a nap. I think they went that way. Fine.
And then you could see the tiny yellowish glowing figure of Tao sort of and then just sort of start flitting down one of the side paths.
As Steve, not Ronnie, I think we should make it our goal to make Mac just do all the kids' voices and make them talk to each other as much as possible. Just get as much as possible. Yeah.
Agreed.
So I guess Tao is the one who's like kind of leading the way all of a sudden.
Yeah, Tao does not speak much. And you can tell that gets them out of trouble really quickly. They don't speak, they just watch. They're quiet and they're shy, but at least they pay attention.
Ronnie kind of has like a burst of inspiration. Ooh.
I believe internet went kapoop.
Yes,
Ooh.
indeed. Okay, carry on.
Carry on? Oh, okay.
I think this is where my head goes. Hello. Oh, wait, we're back.
Oh, back.
Ooh, very
back.
speedy.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a sudden like spark of inspiration for Ronnie, and Ronnie goes, I think I remember the rules of the game. Ronnie says, I think if we find fives, and is it Tenny who's still missing?
Tenny, fives and Tenny.
Fives and Tenny. If we can find them before dusk, then I lose, and I have to go ask my dad to make one of his cakes, and you all get a slice.
You could see Radiant, who's kind of wiping a little bit of fruit from their face still, like,
Wait, can they make the one that's like really spongy and has like the cream and then has like all the fruit on it that has a really sweet glaze?
They have to make two, actually. If we
They have
do.
to make two?
Yeah, I know. It really sucks for
Oh
me.
wow! I didn't know this. Wait, Tao, was this always the rule?
Tao is just sort of like, and keeps going.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
okay. We go find fives and Tenny. Okay. I think they went that way. Well, I don't know. Tao knows what's going on. Right, Tao?
There's a very solemn nod.
I think Ronnie makes sure to stay shoulder to shoulder with Tao as they kind of like float through and fly through the rest of the area.
Tao is essentially as emo as a rose fairy can be.
Yep.
Just sort of hands in pockets of a hoodie and hood sort of pulled down and just sort of flying there like, I didn't want this. I didn't ask for this. Why am I the adult? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that.
And everyone make me a perception check or use your passive perception. I would suggest rolling on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean, come on.
Come on, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Come on.
I broke my dice.
Odorin, would you can you roll perception?
Sorry, I've had to close roll.
Okay, you can use physical dice if you'd like. Just tell me what you roll.
Oh, we
I
can
don't have it
totally
with me,
roll.
Sorry.
We can
Yes.
totally roll for you. That's fine.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, have you got access to her character sheet?
Yes, I do. I can roll for Odorin. Let me just pull it up. No worries. Hippity-doop.
This like underground cavern is giving me. Actually, I have a question, Mac.
Yes.
Is it illuminated? Or
You're not
we-
actually underground. It's like you're in a forest, but like, you know when you're in a forest and the canopies get so thick that it's almost as if you're in a cave?
Gotcha.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh.
So there are patches of light, but it's just a very dense, dark forest.
Somehow that's spookier.
Cool. And all of you rolled real great on your perception. Odorin, by the way, you rolled a 12 with advantage. Just so you
It
know,
was
we're
bad.
all on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. As you're sort of walking, all of you sort of get that sort of prickle on the back of your neck, sort of, whether it's hair or bark. You can feel something like a chill sort of run up your neck, and you keep hearing like a little bit of like a behind you, but every time you turn to look, you can't really catch anything there. And as you keep walking, you again sort of feel that tenseness sort of ring down your neck, and you can hear through the trees.
Right on the edge of hearing everyone.
Yeah, I think Ronnie gives Friday kind of like a worried glance, and then like looks to O.
Got no idea what's going on.
And
like a horse. That didn't.
I think. ooh.
Scrat, do you really want to test me right now?
I think Ronnie puts like a hand on their great sword and kind of looks around and says, "Who's out there? Show yourself. You are in deep trouble. You."
Roll me an intimidation check at disadvantage.
I think that's fair. I feel that. Yeah. That's right.
You can see the intimidation isn't enough. You can't see anything react out in the trees around you, but the intimidation is enough to make both Tau and Radiant sort of hesitate and sort of slink back so that they're in like the middle in between the three of you. Dole seems either completely obvious or just not quite buying your intimidation, Ronnie, and it just sort of, Pink Panthering forward. But you can see, and Friday, you can feel a little tug on your hem of one, on your belt.
Hi. Do you feel that?
Friday. You
Yes.
feel.
I'm like looking around. There's nothing like on me, right?
Nope. You can see this tiny satyr child go.
I think something's following us, but I can't see anything.
I mean, Ronnie just gave them a very stern reprimand. I can't imagine that they'll still be following us after that. Just in
Behind you,
case-
you hear again.
Should we perhaps run?
Yeah. I'll take up the rear. Go. Get out of here. Go. Take the kids.
Otrun will pick up the children.
Wait, what about 5s and 10? We haven't found them yet. I want my cake.
Well, let's run towards them then.
Okay. They went.
And then you can see like this child sort of like.
Okay. I think they. Okay. I think they went that way. Oh God, they're down.
And just sort of like duck down like behind Odorin.
I'll lead. Way they
Yep.
said.
Okay. If you're running, everyone make me acrobatics or athletics checks. Let's see how far you go.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh my god.
Odorin, which would you like to roll for me? Or which would you like to roll, acrobatics or athletics?
Let's go acrobatics.
Okay, I will say you have a higher bonus to athletics.
Do I? Okay.
Okay, yeah, I will just say, I just wanted to give you, okay.
As much as I want to see a cartwheeling tree.
Same, okay. Cool. You run. You all sort of peel off through the trees. Friday, you're leading?
Yes,
Right?
leading,
Friday's leading.
yes.
Friday's leading, okay.
Charging into the underbrush in the direction
Okay.
that Radiant said.
Yeah, so Dole was still kind of leading the way. Actually, no, Odorin, I'm assuming you picked up all 3 children. I'm assuming you could probably catch up to Dole and like scoop him onto your shoulder. Okay, so your Odorin's in the middle. Ronnie's bringing up the rear, and Friday's the forward. I will say Friday, because you have a higher modifier, you're able to run far ahead, and that's as you're looking back to see where everyone is trying to catch up with, see if they've caught up with you. Your foot catches a root and you trip and you fall and tumble. You tumble like down a hill into like a brush, and your back sort of hits against something as you crash into the ground.
Yep. Okay, down we go. I will call up from my position on the ground. Watch your step.
Before you can, you get watch your step, and then there's a hand that slaps over your mouth.
Who is this?
And you turn, and you see a small elf child with dark skin, golden freckles, green eyes, and a big poof of hair, except this one is much more battered, has sort of scrapes down the side of her cheek, and sort of like makeshift, like a bit of her clothing has been torn off, a bit of her dress has been torn off to make a bandage around her knee.
Where? Have you seen a small fairy and a big tree
Yes,
walking?
they're following me.
Okay. Who are they following?
Friday.
No, I'm not you. What does it look like? Who are they following? Who else is with them?
You.
That's
Dole?
not me. That's not me. Yes, I'm Dole. That's not me.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
No!
Ah!
Back why?
Well. Okay, we're gonna take a 5-minute break, everyone. We're gonna go and stretch our legs, grab a bio, grab a drink, all of that stuff. We're not gonna be questioning our existence for the next 5 minutes at all. You should do the same. If you're perhaps working from home at the moment, and that's not usual, or if maybe you are working a whole bunch at the minute because of all the stuff that's going on, and you're pretty tired, but you've been sitting in your chair since we started, now would be a great time to just get up, pace around a little bit, get your blood moving, and maybe grab a bio. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic break. We certainly did. Without any further ado, I will hand back over to Mackenzie with just a quick notice that if you wanted to throw an advert in that spot just there, you should contact me at my email, scratticusacademy@outlook.com. Mackenzie!
Cool. Thanks for that plug.
Hey,
So anyways.
times are hard.
No, I know. Respect the hustle. So we come back to Friday in a ditch somewhere not in a ditch somewhere. Friday who had just tumbled down into a ditch with this small elf child with dark skin and golden freckles and these big green eyes, this sort of panicked look on her face as she sort of half moves her hand off your mouth, Friday.
That's not me.
Should I warn the others? What is it?
I don't know. I thought I felt something following us, and then I went and I tried to go back, but something kept pulling me back, and it's the things that are following us, and then yeah, she's not. They're not me. I don't know.
What about the others? What about Radiant and?
I don't know. I think they're fine.
Odorin, Ronnie, danger.
Is that audible?
Yeah, yes. You can see, well, Dole tries to put a hand again over your mouth, but I think you still get a danger somewhere through there.
I don't know what if that thing hears you?
I feel like Ronnie hearing Friday's voice like speak out for danger. I feel like Ronnie takes on like almost like a different expression, like a look of conviction and like determination, and makes a beeline, just dashes towards where that voice is.
Okay. Odorin, what are you doing?
Odorin will kind of walk up to wherever I think you said he fell down an incline, wherever the top of that is.
Yes,
And
she fell down an incline. You can feel Tao is sort of settled onto Radiant's shoulder, and you can feel Radiant sort of clinging to your crown, and like the crown of your tree head, and like sort of looking behind. And as you move, and even Ronnie, as you move, you can feel that sort of like that prickle kind of go up your neck, as if there's something behind you. But every time you turn to look, you can't see anything. And Ronnie, as you sort of crest this first, and you see Friday kind of covered in muck, and a child kneeling next to them, who looks very much like Dole, exactly like Dole, but with more scratches and bruises on her face and a makeshift bandage around her knee.
I think Ronnie is about to call for Friday, then sees the situation. And Ronnie, so with like that dour look, quickly turns behind his shoulder to see what's there, then flutters immediately to Dole's side and orders Friday, get up, draw a weapon.
Yep. Friday's up, draw a weapon.
You can see Dole just sort of skitters behind Friday, because they can't fit behind Ronnie. I almost said that, but I was like, that doesn't really work. And Odorin, as you sort of crest over, you see, as you look sort of down this ditch, you can see Friday, Ronnie, and a small figure that looks exactly like the child sitting on your shoulder, except slightly more battered.
This is very weird. I turn to the doll that's on my shoulder and say, "Do you know who that is?" And point to the one next to Freddy.
She's not. This is shape change. They were right. They're shape changers that live in this forest.
Who was right?
Well, my parents, the people that live up there. They always said there were danger here. That's not me.
And then
Okay, well, this-
Friday, the doll next to you, goes,
Oh, she's lying. I'm the real one.
What does Ronnie know about shapechangers?
Roll me a history or nature or arcana.
Do they have like 2 dots for eyes and then like a squiggly smile instead of a normal face? Is that a thing?
No. These 2 children look exactly the same. This is not a ditto. As much as I wish it was, this is not a ditto. Ronnie, what you know about shapechangers? Well, you know, like, about things like doppelgangers and stuff. Doppelgangers aren't really common here. You do know, however, that there are creatures and especially individuals who know shape-changing magic, like alter self and other things that can alter your form to appear as something different.
I don't think I have any magic that can help us here. So
Ronnie, you have to believe me. That's not me. That's not me.
So Ronnie kind of tugs on the dole closest to him, pulls them out into like more of a visible view. Ronnie's surprisingly strong.
Yes. And this doll is terrified and moves without resistance.
Odorin, we have a problem.
We do. Oterin is gonna summon their longsword, which I don't know if you guys would have seen it before, but it's kind of the hilt is walled, wooden and gnarled, and kind of blends into Oterin's hand. And the blade is kind of a sunset orange through to the silver.
It's so
at the
cool. I
Dope.
love it.
That is
Dope.
And then using one of their eldritch invocations, or I think it's detect magic they can cast.
Okay. You can cast detect magic, and you detect a... Hold on. I need to pull this up because I don't know what school of magic this is. Okay. You can detect... Where the heck? Okay, here it is. You can detect very, very strong transmutation magic off your shoulder where a dole is, or where the dole on your shoulder is. I don't think detect magic gives you the exact spell, but you can get a big waft of transmutation magic off of your shoulder. How far is the radius for... How far is the radius for detect magic?
30 feet from what I can read.
It's either 30 or 60 feet, can't remember.
Okay. This isn't... Okay. You can also get a very faint whiff of... I guess it's abjuration. I think it's abjuration if it's hiding. It's abjuration. Yeah, it's very much stealth. It's hard to place because it's very much fey magic, so it's not really sticking to one school, but you can feel something like a waft of magic behind you, but every time you kind of try and look, it's almost as if it swaps, and then you turn around and it's behind you again. And then every time you try and turn and look behind you, you can't really place it, but you can feel that presence behind you. I think we're frozen. I think we're frozen.
Are we?
I think Odorin might have frozen.
Yes,
Odorin's
it
frozen.
looks like they're possibly frozen.
Okay.
Oh, I can see your web caption is still working. So, maybe you'll be back in a hot second.
Okay.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes!
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Hey! Okay. So there was just the one on the shoulder, and it was too far away to get the one next to Friday.
No, you were able to get the one next to Friday. There is no magic coming off the one next to Friday.
Okay. So the sword disappears, and Ocean will just grab the one on their shoulder by kind of the scruff of their neck and just hold them out. I guess this one.
Make me a strength check? Oh no, I will make you a strength check, sorry. You want to do an attack roll?
Whatever it is to grab someone.
Okay. Let's just do athletics because you're good at that. Let's see, and what's this thing's? Oh gosh, I have so many windows up. Hold it. Oh yeah. NPCs galore. What is this thing say? Okay. And then you roll you try and grab this thing off your shoulder, and as you try and grab it, its whole body just sort of shifts, almost like unnaturally bending to avoid it, and then sort of moves back.
Okay. In that case, I will grab the other two children.
Yeah, you can grab them.
Get them somewhere safe. And just put them kind of on the ground. Be like, stay there for a moment.
They kind of just go, okay. And they sort of slink back into each other. You could see Tao, despite their essentially their emo rose fairy nature, they have kind of taken a protective flutter around Radian.
And I'll look down to Ronnie and Friday and be like, what do I do?
And I think, no, go ahead.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, okay. You look very like in the chamber kind of. Like,
I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. I have no idea.
Ronnie, instead of going for that reflexive like hand on sword and like not really knowing what to, hands are at their side, and Ronnie speaks and kind of almost barks in like that dad voice, and just like yells and says, "Hey, whoever you are, get out of here now, or you will regret it. These kids are mine."
And you could see the shape of Dole on Odorin's shoulder kind of moves, and you can see their form kind of twist, and their arms, their elbows sort of move, not humanoid, but almost like more lizard-like, and you can see they sort of turn and they crawl down Odorin's shoulder, sort of legs bent at it should be impossible angles, and then they go to sit on the ledge so they're looking down at you.
I didn't want the children. They were just a bonus.
Who are you?
Why should I answer?
You're outnumbered here, if you hadn't noticed.
Oh, I think you're the one who's outnumbered.
And I think
And again, you feel that prickle behind you as if something's standing behind you.
Ronnie looks to Odorin and looks to Friday and like nods. And then Ronnie pulls out his sword and he says, "I'm not going to ask twice. Who are you?" I guess that's technically asking twice. He says, "No, who are you?"
The sovereign let me in, so I believe your employers have to let me play.
Does any of that kind of like ring any bells?
You
For Ronnie?
know of, again, you know the Sovereign. You know the Sovereign,
Yeah.
also known as the Queen, the entity that the Rose Court pays homage to. Very much an individual who doesn't normally get involved, but whenever they do, it's usually, they're very powerful. They are the most powerful Archfey in the Feywilds. You know that as far as Fae go, they are neither benevolent nor are they outwardly malicious, but they are very much greedy and very much self-centered, and when they want something, they will do whatever they want.
I think at that, Ronnie says, and kind of like the energy Ronnie's giving out, this is like the biggest Ronnie has ever seemed at this moment. And he says, "It sounds like we have two options. One, we both have a challenge that we need to resolve, or we both walk away from this I find the rest of my kids, and we pretend we never saw each other.
Oh, you're looking for 5s and 10s?
And Ronnie's kind of like flutters just half an inch closer and says, "Where are they?"
Oh, that's the reason why I'm here.
And then you can see this doll pointing a finger over at Friday.
I'm supposed to stop you.
Why?
Oh, the queen doesn't want you finding all the numbers.
Look towards Ronnie, whether Ronnie sees it or not, and sort of, nah, I thought this might happen. Okay, so
So
why?
I have 5 somewhere. And 10 is already gone.
Tenny's gone where?
Ooh, she's gone off to the wastes. My friend's taken her. And 5s is somewhere in the trees. I think my little shadow's already got him. Little feisty fire child.
These people are just looking after their children. They don't need any trouble. They don't deserve any trouble.
Now that was just the bonus. I'm very hungry where I live. And this was perfect.
I think I'm about ready to roll initiative over here.
I think Ronnie is also like at the ready.
Okay.
Oh, true. As well.
So,
And as you watch this shape, this child, and it sort of, you watch as its face just sort of like starts to elongate. And you can see that sort of dark skin freckled with gold turn greenish and turn into scales. You can see like eyes the eyes almost move, shifting, and they turn from that brilliant green to this piercing yellow. You can see this child grow in shape, almost very lizard-like, until there's a crocodile mouth sort of leering over this ledge. Tattered robe sort of hanging where these child dresses are, and you can see it sort of gnash its teeth.
if you wanted to play, then let's play a little game.
And everyone roll me initiative.
Oof. Yeah.
Okay. Ready. I got this. No. No.
This thing's gonna roll. And then this thing is gonna roll. Okay. Wow, that was a really good initiative. Odorin, I will roll for you. Very much. Okay. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, shoot. I forgot to move my initiative notebook in here. It's fine. I gotta post it. So it looks like the hide behinds are going first.
Mm-hmm.
Then the hag. Then Ronnie. Then Odorin. And then Friday. Wait, no, then it's Friday, then Odorin. Nope, it's Odorin, then Friday. Scrat, you can't roll the day at all. You
Nope.
okay?
I can't roll. It's okay. We'll get there. We'll work
Okay.
through this. Hopefully, I'm just saving it all for my attack rolls.
Bless. Okay. So it is going to make, as it sort of curls, as it sort of, this hag unfurls itself, undoing its alter self. It is going to make one bite attack against Odorin. Odorin, your armor class is 16 because you have bark skin now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so then that will miss because that's a 14. And then it'll sort of, and then just sort of jump down into the sort of not pit, but sort of lower terrain area where Ronnie and Friday are. And since Friday's the bigger target, it is going to make one claw swipe at you, Friday.
Okay.
Does a 13 doesn't hit though?
No, it clatters off of my breastplate, which I am wearing.
Yes, you are wearing. And then it just sort of and just sort of hisses at you. And with that, it is these guys' turn. What do these guys do? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well. Ronnie, what's your AC?
16.
All right, both of those miss. Oh. Okay, Friday, 20 and an 18 both hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 8 piercing,
Mm.
9 slashing as the hag sort of their claws clatter off your armor, you jerk back, and all of a sudden down your back you feel the sort of raking feeling. And with that, it is Ronnie's turn.
So, for my theater of mind, the hag, I think, is like the lizard maw creature.
Yes.
The hideaways, what do they look like?
They are
We
the
can see
things that
them.
you'd keep turning around and you can't find.
Yeah, they're kind of like that feeling you have.
They're the feeling of something is behind you, but every time you turn to look, you can't see them.
Does Ronnie have an idea of how many there are?
I will say, because I'll just say, like, you know there's 2.
Mhm.
Because I don't feel like, whatever, we'll metagame it a little. It's fine.
Totally, it's fine. Steve knows there's 2. Ronnie thinks there's 2. I'm good. I think either way, Ronnie's gonna go for the hag, thinking that, if we can like deal with that, maybe the rest will run away.
Okay.
So Ronnie flies up, and he attacks with his kitchen knife.
Bless. Okay, a 19 will definitely hit. Yes.
Definitely hits. Okay, great. So I'll just do regular damage on this one.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, nice. Okay, hold on. Okay, they have.
Ronnie will
that means-
cut you.
Ronnie will mess you up.
I will mess you up. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you slash into this crocodile-like hag.
Does Ronnie feel like that was like a very telling blow? Like this was
It does as much damage as you're used to.
Gotcha. Ronnie
You
goes for
felt no resistance.
Ronnie is skilled enough to go for a second extra attack with that.
Okay.
So, this is why I like paladins. Ronnie understands that this is a very critical hit and turns this into a smite.
Yes! Roll me that double smite damage. Yes!
So, let's see. I think this works, and then I have to
Yes.
roll smite damage myself.
Yes, you will.
So Ronnie burns a first level spell slot for this. So that
Do it.
is 2d8 because it's a crit.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so that's 9 plus 8. That's 17 plus 6. So that's 23 damage?
Yep.
This thing doesn't have any resistances. Spoilers. So, that does all the damage. Spoilers, this thing doesn't have...
You don't have to drag Mackenzie over hot coals to get information out of her. No, she'll just tell you.
Look, here's the thing. It's like, I'm not a big person. I'm not someone who's super concerned about metagaming, because it's like, if it's more fun for you to strategize about how you want to attack something, like, go for it.
Oh yeah. There's the second part of metagaming that people forget. Still a game.
Yeah. As long as it's still fun, I don't care.
Be still my heart. As Ronnie kind of like slashes away and is like in combat and like has that determination, I think as the smite resolves itself, I think the air begins to smell like flowers, like fresh roses cut and pruned. Yeah.
This creature hates the smell of flowers. It just and it just sort of lets out this very angry hiss and just sort of snaps at you. Can't really get snaps at you in retaliation. Can't really get purchased, but it just angry. And with that, it is Odorin's turn. Odorin, you're still about I'd say you're about 10 feet above if you're still on the ledge and you didn't jump down. You can jump down, like, because you're like 7 feet tall, though, you can climb down without any problem.
Yeah, so Ocean will consider that for a second, and then look at the two children who are still there and don't know if they're going anywhere. I mean, I can't leave them there, so he'll just kind of stand over them and cast Eldritch Blast at the hag.
You are level 5 Warlock, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that means 2 Eldritch Blasts. I'm gonna try it through the character sheet, and then if it don't work, then I'll roll it manually. Boopity boopity boo. There we go. Okay, yay. Are you casting at the hag?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the 16 won't hit, but 24 will.
Ooh.
You rolled really minimum damage. Do you have anything that buffs your Eldritch Blast? Any of the indications? Okay. Well, it still takes a chunk of damage. I'm just double checking. Taking damage, speed, Eldritch Sight. Okay, yeah. So yeah, what does your Eldritch Blast look like? Do you want to describe it?
So it's a kind of swirling. You can almost see leaves in the light as it goes, but it's a kind of central pillar of yellow with a little orange swirl around it.
Awesome. And so yeah, that hits the hag with a sort of this hiss, and you can see the scorch mark sort of splay across these scales, and it sort of gnashes its teeth. Friday, you're up.
Yes, indeed I am, and I don't know magic, but I can certainly deal some damage. I'm going to surge forward and make 2 attacks on... Wait,
Are you
the one
raging?
behind me, right?
There is a hag, and there are 2 things behind you that you can't really see.
Even when I turn?
That's their thing. They're a hide behind. You cannot see them when you can try and make an attack, but it'll be at disadvantage because they're hidden.
Or will it? Ow!
Reckless attack.
Help me! What do your weaponized eyes see?
I hate this, Scrat. I'm so tempted to still give you disadvantage. I hate this. Are you raging?
Yes.
Okay. Are you attacking? Are you making one attack at the hide behind
I will
and then one at the
recklessly
hag, or both at the hide
attack
behind?
both attacks behind me. Let's do this.
Okay. Swing for it.
Reckless attack. 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Reckless attack. 24.
Okay.
Oh. Saving it all
These
for
are where your
combat,
rolls
told you.
are.
Yeah, see? D10's
Okay.
right for the reckless attacks?
Yes, and I have the table pulled up. Okay. Well, cool. 3's fun. So you hit this thing behind you. Roll me your damage for your reckless attacks first. And then we'll see what the mayhem brings.
So that's 11 on the first attack
11.
and 15 on the second attack.
11, 15, 26. Okay. Roll me 3d6. And then roll me 1d8. Well, okay. Hold on. 11 plus 15 plus 10.
I don't know what you're doing, but it's maths and it's scary.
Plus 6. Okay. Well, good news. As you
Like
swing
good
at this thing, you see like this sort of almost amorphous shadow sort of in like half visible behind you, and you just recklessly swing at it, and an owl connects. Why, Siri, go away!
Is Siri gonna help us? I hope so.
Yes.
So you swing and you connect with this shadow, and you can see it rip through the form. The first attack, as you swing, suddenly this dark lightning sort of crashes around Al's form. You can see it race up Al's staff, and you take 10 points of lightning damage. But this creature also takes 10 points of lightning damage. The second swing cuts through the shadow again, and as the shadow sort of erupts with this and disappears completely, having you obliterated it, you can hear in your ear a very familiar now just sort of Oh, darling, this is fun to watch, isn't it? And you take 6 points of psychic damage. But you have eliminated one of the hide behinds.
Good. Friday looks real bad. They just short-circuited, it looks like. They just sort of, and now they don't look so great.
You did heal in between sessions, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just double checking. Cool.
I mean, if we
and
were
with
to
that-
take an arbitrary scale, I would say less than a quarter.
Okay. Less than a quarter left or less than a quarter?
Left.
Yeah.
How many hit points do you have?
44 maximum?
Ooh, okay. That's fine. Cool. Well, good news. That hide behind is gone. So now it's the hide behind Ronnie's turn.
Is there anything else you wanted to do Friday?
No, I've bonus action raged. I've attacked recklessly.
Yes.
I've done all the things.
You want to take a free action to cry?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Does a 22 and a
Ooh.
24 hit, Ronnie?
You know they do.
Okay. So, but as you swing and you, as the light from your smite fades, you feel the sudden rake across your back and against your butterfly wings, and you take 7 piercing damage and 7 slashing damage.
Yep.
From that hide behind, and now it is the hag's turn. And the hag, what can the hag do? I don't remember. What can this thing do? It can do things.
Just kills you.
It just insta murder. Okay. Oh. Okay, I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like
Okay.
Odorin, I'll make it
Oh.
for you.
Oakland's terribly good at this.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay.
Mackenzie's rolling real well for you.
You got a 14, which is enough to pass. Friday, you are frightened. As you look at this creature and this crocodile, this lizard-like half-humanoid monster sort of looks at you and sort of turns its head to an unnatural angle, and you can see its eyes sort of squint to slits. You feel like that rush of sort of fear as you turn back from obliterating that hide behind, and you are frightened. And it's gonna do a thing.
Oh, thing.
Oh,
Okay, target see the hag. I see the. Okay, make me a charisma saving throw.
Just one of us?
Friday, you make a charisma saving throw.
Ah, okay. Oh boy, yep. Nah. 16! Yes!
That passes. Okay, you feel this sort of you feel your forms as it sort of this creature turns and it looks its head and you can see its head turn like 360 degrees almost, or like 180 degrees, so it's looking at you upside down. You can feel something mist around you, and you are able to catch yourself and stumble out of it as there's this sort of pss and hiss of this almost like acrid smell. You avoid being teleported.
I appreciate
that-
that.
It's Ronnie's turn.
So Friday's frightened, right?
Friday is frightened.
Is Friday how close is Friday to Ronnie?
I will say within 30 feet.
Yeah.
You will take an opportunity attack from the hide behind if you move.
Ronnie flies towards Friday.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just looking at. I haven't played a creature who can do a frightened thing, so that's fine. Okay, it's going to make the hide behind is going to make a opportunity bite attack.
Okay.
I think a 12 misses.
It does, yes.
Yay! You feel that prickle, and you can almost feel like something like scrape across your back, but it doesn't connect, and you can flit over to Friday.
So Ronnie, as Ronnie, like their eyes like dilate and what have you, as the fear kind of overtakes, Ronnie's there, and with his very nub of a hand, his very tiny hand, just backhands Friday and says, "You're not done yet. Get back in there," and casts heroism. So heroism grants you temporary hit points to my charisma modifier, which is 2. So you get 2 temporary hit points every turn, and you're immune to fear.
Cool.
I love that.
Okay.
This is my concentration. Takes 1 minute.
So many
That's
emotions
fine.
happening to Friday right now. Okay, she's good.
Feels great. Anything else you would like to do on your turn, Ronnie?
That's about it.
Okay. Odorin, it is
Wait,
your turn.
I can do
Oh,
one
wait.
more thing. I can do one more thing. So as a bonus action, Ronnie then casts nope, casts nothing because concentration rules are very restrictive. Ronnie does that, and that's it.
You can cast another spell. If it takes a bonus action and it's a cantrip, you can do it. Or something.
You know what? Let me double check.
Do any cantrips take a
mean-
bonus action?
That's the thing. If you have a spell that takes a bonus action that isn't concentration, because why not? I'll let you cast it.
Nope.
But if you don't have okay,
I skipped those.
That's
Now I
fine.
regret it.
It's okay. Don't worry
It's okay.
about it.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's fine. It's Odorin's turn. Odorin, what would you like to do?
I'll this may be an action, but that's fine. I'll reach down and grab the 2 kids and put them on my shoulders, and then
Okay.
come down to join the other 2.
Yes. Okay, you can use your movement, no problem. It's a free action to pick up the children and protect them. It's fine. What would you like to do? Now you are in melee range with the hag and the other hide behind.
Okay, I'll make a kind of sweeping motion at the hag, and as I do so, summon the sword, so it's in my hand by the
Okay.
time I'm sweeping down there.
All right, so that is an attack with your longsword, your pack weapon, correct?
Yes, 2-handed.
Okay. Two-handed? I think. Wait, no. It's.
I do that.
I think it's. Well, right now it's input into the roll20 as one-handed, so I'll just it's fine.
Okay, let's go one-handed.
It's
That's
fine. Well, I figure you're protecting the kids with one hand. And a 23 will still hit, so yeah. Woof. What is this one? Oh no, that's the two-handed. Okay. Well, the one-handed is more anyways, so it does 7 points of damage. As you sweep and you slice into this hag, and it lets out another noise in retaliation. You secure the children and you just swipe. Angry tree parent, we love. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just shout at it. Leave the children alone.
Okay. You sufficiently shout at it, and the hag was looking pretty beat. Okay. The hag is looking kind of beat. Not necessarily bloodied, but there. And it just definitely does not focus on the children. Friday, you are up. You are no longer frightened.
I will charge towards the hag.
Okay.
Do you know what? 2 can play at this game, hag. I want to make a grapple attack, please.
Okay. Just roll me. Is this a reckless grapple?
Can I?
I don't-
I guess it counts as an attack, right? If you take the attack action.
I think so.
I think it does. So you could technically grapple, then just like boop them with an extra attack.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
an extra attack. I won't be booping, but I've got a great plan.
Okay.
I'll say I'm gonna grapple them
This
then.
will still trigger your mayhem table.
19 reckless.
That will hit.
Great. That's my first attack. For my next attack,
Mm-hmm.
I want to pin them to the ground and restrain them.
Okay. Roll me a. What is this thing's? What is this thing's? Okay. Yeah. You can. Roll me. Do you want to roll another attack, or do you want to roll like an athletics check?
Another athletics check would be great. Technically, these are all supposed to be opposed.
Oh. I was just using a flat DC. Well, I figured like the attack
You're
hits.
the boss,
so
you know. You're the boss.
The first one is an attack, so that hits. We'll do an opposed check for the second one. So roll me strength, and I'll roll an opposed strength.
14? Oh, I cannot roll today.
Come on. Fine. I can't either. You restrain her.
Yeah, so I'm essentially just shoving downwards. Grapple attack, shove attack, restrain.
Okay. Restrained. Yeah, they are. The hag is now restrained. You still have to roll me on the mayhem table.
Yes, I do. But for
Roll
my
me-
friends, speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Attack rolls that it doesn't have a disadvantage. And the creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So hit it.
Okay. Roll me those 2d10. Let's see what happens.
There's
Oh
one of them.
god, not 4. Not 4. 4 is
Whoa.
the worst.
4 and a 3.
Okay, well, I hate 4. I'm gonna change that.
You made it,
that
right?
one. Yeah, I made it, and I hate it. So you pin this thing to the ground, and as it like you pin it and launch it to the ground, there is this sort of a very confused bro from your back as Al kind of goes and there is a sudden like as magical darkness surrounds you and the hag, and I think everyone within melee range.
Oh, curses.
There is, however, amidst this, a flicker of this purplish lightning again. And, Scrat, roll me 3d6!
I don't want to.
Not bad.
At least I rolled low.
You take 7 points of lightning damage, as well as the hag.
Keep in mind, you had 2 temporary hit points from being heroic.
I've got
So
that.
you only
Thank you.
take 5 points of lightning damage.
Oh, only 5? Great.
Well, yeah, because you took you knock off the temporary hit points, so...
Oh, yeah, no, I'd already done that.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you still take 7. You're not weaseling out of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how does anyone look when they've got less than 10% health? Bloody, I guess. But I'm in darkness, so you don't know that. This is fine. Luna, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well, it's the hide behind turn. Do they get advantage if they're in darkness?
They're pinned to the ground. They get disadvantage.
Oh, no, not the hag, the hide behind.
I mean...
The hide behind is not pinned
I think they get advantage because
they're
it's
hidden.
blind, but they get disadvantage because it's dark, so it just kind of
okay.
washes out.
Yeah, okay, cool. They're still behind. They can't reach Friday because Friday's in the center of this shenanigans, so they're gonna make 1 bite attack at Ronnie and then 1 claw attack at Odorin. Does a 19 hit? I think that grimace looks like a yes. You take 6 piercing. And Odorin, I think a 23 hits. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
The audacity, Mackenzie. I think you actually used those words.
I'm sorry? So you take 8 slashing damage. Do you want me to keep track of your health?
No, I've got that. Thanks.
Okay, cool. So you take 8 slashing damage as the hide behind makes its attacks. And now it's the hag's turn. It has disadvantage for a variety of reasons. Oh. Okay. How does this spell work?
Oh, that's never a good sign.
I have a fear.
Friday, do you have less than 18 hit points?
By a long margin.
You fall asleep.
Does anyone close to me have less than, let's say 14 hit points?
Maybe the children?
Like any creature?
No, I'm not putting the children to sleep as a principal. I
That's
can't
fair.
do that as a DM.
That's fair.
Does anyone else... What is the hide behind? This hide behind has...
Would casting a spell in melee range like this provoke an attack of opportunity?
I mean, it's... Because the thing with... What are the components of... Oh, wait, no, it's an at-will spell. I will say... I will roll the damage, the amount of hit points twice and take the lower because this creature is restrained. Because it's not really an attack. It's not really an attack, so it can't really be a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, Shoot.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Okay, well, I tried, y'all.
we're all trying so hard. We're trying real hard here.
I tried.
I'm out. I'm asleep.
Friday, you feel this sort of wash over you, and you fall asleep. Yeah, this thing is still on the ground, mind you, and now still pinned by a now sleeping half-orc. But Friday, you are asleep. My brain went out. With that, Ronnie, it is your turn. It is dark.
With Friday being unconscious,
Yes.
does the darkness still subside?
Oh no, yeah, the darkness is gone. So good news, you can see. I need to write that rule in somewhere.
This hag is prone then, right?
The hag is prone.
I like those odds. Ronnie dives back into the fray here.
Mm-hmm.
Flies in. Is there a hide behind Ronnie?
The hide behind is actually currently behind Odorin.
So I think Ronnie's safe to just get into the fray and takes advantage of the sudden sight of this hag on their back.
Yes.
So Ronnie attacks with advantage with a tiny greatsword.
Okay, with advantage, 24 will hit.
So we'll do some damage here.
Okay, 6. Got it.
And then we have a second attack here.
Go for it.
Come on.
Come on. Unfortunately, that will miss. The second one will miss.
Ah!
Meow.
Wow.
The first one, you drive down and you're able to stab, but with the second one, as you're trying to avoid hitting Friday on top, it it glances off the hag's scaly skin.
And Steve, you came up with you picked some spells that had like bonus actions, right? Nope, you didn't. No, Steve, you didn't.
Pass.
That's okay.
Steve. It's okay.
Pass, Steve. We're gonna have some words. That's good for Ronnie.
Okay. Odorin, it is your turn. There is a hide behind you, and then the hag on the ground in front of you.
Okay, Ronnie's got the hag. I'll leave that to Ronnie and kind of spin the sword around so he's holding it backwards and stab behind him.
Ooh, okay. Cool. I will click it. Oh yeah, and an 18 will hit. I don't. Boopity with Okay, I've just used it for funsies because I can. We're just gonna take whatever damage is greater, so it does 8 damage. Yeah, this hide behind is not looking great. Actually, I think dang it. I messed up my calculations on that one, so whatever. It's not looking great. It's looking rough. I will say, I'm just a DM intrusion. This hide behind looks rough. And with that, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Odorin?
No, that is it. Thanks.
Okay. How does sleep work? I've never used this spell. Do you make a save on things? Nope. It's creatures within 20 feet can start with creatures, and subtract creatures' hit points. The creatures' hit points must be equal or totally remaining. Okay, cool. Yeah. Friday, you're sleeping.
How do I wake up?
I don't know. I don't use sleep that often. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points creatures at 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Sorry for the creatures until the spell ends. The spell is 1 minute.
Fuck.
Sleep is rough. Okay. For funsies, let's make a if you can make me a Constitution save. If you beat the spell save DC, then you can wake up and get half an action.
What kind of what? Okay,
Constitution. Constitution save. That does not beat the DC. DC. You are still slip.
Yeah.
You still slip. Okay.
You hear us?
You are slip. Okay. It is the hide behind's turn then. It's not doing well, but it's gonna make a chomp at you, Odorin. A 9 doesn't hit, and it's gonna, in retaliation, try and hit with claws. And a natural 1 definitely doesn't hit. And then it's the hag's turn. What can the hag do? I don't know. The hag can get up. That's what the hag's gonna do. The hag is going to get up and try to take Friday and leave.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Just as you get up, you pick the hag takes the unconscious Friday, slings Friday's body over her shoulder, and tries to leave. So, Ronnie, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, Ronnie's gonna take that. Let's do that real quick.
Because it was prone, I'll give you still advantage. A 21 will hit.
Cool. So Ronnie's having none of this. And
Yes.
we're gonna smite again, but this time during a
Yes.
level 2 spell. So first some damage.
Okay.
So a level 2 spell will gives me only 2d8. Only
Okay.
2d8. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay, I have an advantage. I think I have advantages stacked up next to me. I'm gonna give you one. You can roll that again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
that is
you.
your last one, Mackenzie.
That's fine. I think I only had one.
Yeah.
It's much better.
That's much better. That's more like it. Okay. Yeah, this hag is... It's moving at half speed because it's carrying a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only about 15 feet away. It does take that damage, and you can see again that burning smite sort of pierce its side. It is not looking great. I can't math. Ronnie, and now it is your turn, Ronnie.
So Ronnie's
Closer.
gonna close that distance, I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so close that distance and just keep going for the swings here.
Okay.
It can't end like this. It just can't end like this.
No time to be trying to fit a tire to Odorin, Ronnie.
A 21 will hit. Sick. Okay.
And let's go for it. So Ronnie turns that into a smite with a level 1 spell. We're just
Okay.
we're going through everything.
Go for
Ronnie's
it.
at-
Burn it.
Ronnie's a Nova here. It's gonna go at like a supernova here. Some extra damage. That's okay.
Okay.
And Ronnie attacks a second time.
Okay. That'll hit.
All right. So Ronnie burns their last second level spell slot for this one for a
Okay.
smite. We'll do the damage first. We'll see what happens.
Okay. That is enough.
Great. So
That is enough. How does this look?
So I think Ronnie is shouting and kind of like the voice of Ronnie just in I'm gonna use the word agony, just like not wanting this to happen. I feel like even that can pierce through the sleep, and like it's just pure denial of the situation. And Ronnie attacks and swings and it's swipe after swipe, and so pure and so righteous is the want of this that not only does the cave fill with the smell of flowers and roses, but even the wounds themselves have like thorny stems kind of tracing around them with like rose petals flying out into the air. And I think at the final strike, like an explosion of rose petals is released into the air and settles down.
Yeah. And you can see like this smite kind of an Odorin and the children. Friday, you can't see what's going on. Odorin and the children, you see like this this radiance sort of burn this hag from the inside out, this sort of hissing sound accompanied by the smell of flowers. Odorin, behind you, you can feel that sensation of something crawling up, and then you can hear this. And as you turn and look, you actually catch the last glimpse of the shadow as the divine radiance from Ronnie's smite just sort of burns away the last hide behind as its master is defeated. And you can see this, as this radiance sort of consumes it, you can see this hag almost melt in the smoke, and there's just a lashing sort of lizard-like tongue that sort of hisses at you before dropping Friday and then rushing off into the trees.
As
And,
I hit the ground, do I maybe take 1 point of falling damage or get shaken?
No, just kidding. You don't take any more damage, but you are awake because the hag is gone.
I'm just gonna lay here for a moment.
Odrin will go pick up the real doll and make sure she's okay.
She sort of nods and looks at you and goes, "Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let's just get you back home.
She wanted 5 or 5 fives, and I think I remember where they were with 10.
If you do, could you maybe point us that way?
Okay. Are you okay? Is everyone okay?
We're good. You've been very brave.
I think Friday might be doing the whole Joker meme, you know, laying flat on her back, thumb up.
You can, as you sort of stand there, you can feel 12 nests sit on your fist. That's what that's called, your fist. And 12 casts Cure Wounds.
Wait, 12, you know spells?
Yep. 5 healing, because 12 can't roll for garbage, but you know.
Roll the frickin' 1. You get 5 hit points back.
How many times can 12 cast the spell?
I mean, if you're
I
asking
could
me,
cast it
I'd say like 3 or 4 times more.
I was like, oh yeah, no, 12 can cast it a couple more times. Hold on, let me just pour a bunch of. Let me pour a couple of these into you. There. Oh my god, 12! 12!
Okay, it was destined to be this way.
So
There we go.
3 a day. Okay, cool.
And
Get up with these cure wounds, the glow wears off.
Are you okay?
I'm much better now, thank you, 12.
and then looks at everyone else.
Are you okay?
Ronnie is looking not super battered up, but more tired than anything. More like drained from the fight. I think Ronnie's going to place a hand kind of on like a bite mark and what have you, and just kind of like hold it for a moment and just use some lay on hands points here.
Yes, go for it.
I think I gotta do math now.
You can use as much as you want, like, that's fine.
Yeah. Ronnie's back at full health with
Okay.
some leftovers.
Sweet.
Nice.
And you can, and Dole kind of just sort of nestles on top of Odorin's shoulder and looks over at the rest of you.
Thank you. Yeah, I can. The hag kind of wanted to take us to where they're living. I don't know. I think here it's this way.
And you can see Dole sort of pointing through the trees. And you can actually see, as you sort of look at the direction Dole's pointing, you can see these claw marks dug into some of the trees and these splintered branches, much more violently than like the branches that had been broken by the children playing on them. Do you follow Dole's directions? Is there anything you would like to do?
Petrina will pick up a little branch that got knocked off as part of the battle and just kind of put it somewhere to be reattached later.
Yeah.
You can see Dole's trying to give you a flower, like trying to arrange the flowers or leaves on your head to make it look like a flower crown. She's trying real hard.
That was really rough.
This is why we don't go here. Odorin, can you lead on for a second? I need a second.
Of course.
You okay, Ronnie?
The children in the direction Doll is going.
And Ronnie looks to Friday and just goes, that was possibly the scariest thing I have ever seen. The kids were braver than me, to be quite honest.
You were very brave, Ronnie.
Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel that way. But I guess we just have to keep going, right? I hate it.
That right there, that's bravery. That's pretty much the definition of bravery. Carrying on when you're scared, that's bravery.
I guess. Maybe. I guess, yeah, no. You're right. You're right. You're right. Come on, we gotta find the others. Let's go. Friday?
Yes?
Thanks. Thank you a lot. Let's go.
Turns.
Let's go.
Awkwardly, like, okay, cool, thanks, bye. And you're able to walk through the trees. You kind of come into a clearing. And you can see sort of like, as you come into this clearing, you can see this ramshackle sort of mud hut. Very much sort of like this darkish, purplish, greenish mud sort of haphazardly slapped together with like against a tree with like branches sticking out, and sort of sitting in a sort of makeshift like roll cage made of like crudely bent twigs lashed together with twine is a small little fire genasi child with bright sort of autumn hair sort of flickering. And you can see as you approach, this child sort of goes, "Oh, hey! Oh, you're here! All right! Could you get me out of here?"
Is this one of yours?
This is Five's.
Yeah.
Yes. How far off the ground is the cage?
10 feet. It's like 10, no, 5 feet, 5 feet.
I hate
Okay.
to seem cautious, but Odorin, last time you seemed to be able to tell if which doll was a shape changer. Could you just maybe check?
Yes, absolutely. No. Summon the sword again and cast detect magic.
You
What is he?
detect no magic other than the faint elemental aura that comes off the Genasi child. Actually, no, I think it's I think actually they're Summer Eladrin. You only detect the faint trace of Summer Eladrin magic. I remember what my NPCs are.
Turn to Friday. Everything looks clear.
Clear. Good.
Okay.
Uh,
Now I'll go and try and pull the cage down.
Oh, I was just gonna smash it. Yeah, let's just hit it.
There's a child in there!
That'd be okay.
Odorin, please take the cage down.
I imagine Friday going to hit it and Odorin just like, no.
Hold up.
Yeah, you're. I'll roll a strength check. You're gonna be able to dismantle it anyway. I just kind of want to know how well it goes and how nicely it goes. Are you going to roll? Okay. Oh, and okay. An 11. Yeah, you're fine. You are able to dismantle his cage, and 5 sort of jumps onto your hand, and then you're able to gently lower the ground. It took you long enough.
Sorry about that. You're a bit hard to find.
I didn't mean to be hard to find. I was just sort of, there was fruit in the forest, and I just got really excited. So I mean, sorry. Is that what that's what people say when? Yeah, sorry.
5.
It is.
Hi, yes.
I need to fix time. Are you 5?
I'm 5.
But are you 5? Do you belong with Granny 3?
I'm not 5 years old, but
Do you recognize 12?
oh hi.
And then you see 12 go,
Oh hi. I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, so you're looking. Okay, I can. Okay, here, and you can see Five sort of reach around their neck and pull out this a necklace that was has been with them for a very long time. It's like a family, or it was supposed to be a family heirloom, but as you pull it out, you can see sort of engraved in this sort of stained glass motif of a rose is a number 5, and this child sort of reaches over and hands it out to Friday. Here you go.
Thank you.
I do have to say, it took Penny.
Where? The wastes? Do any of you all know where the wastes are? Can you point me in that direction?
You would know where it is. I'll give it to you for free. You know that beyond this forest, even beyond the borders of the Wields, there is a land that is completely just barren obsidian. It's known as the Wastes, or the Wastes of Time. There is only ruins and wreckage there. It is what some people have said is the Queen's domain, but doesn't quite make sense sometimes. But you do know where it is. You do know it is beyond the forest.
Is this Ronnie and Ota in there, that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll give general directions from, assuming we know roughly where it is from where we are.
Yeah, the hag kind of took me and sort of she gave Tenny over to something. I don't know what it was, but they didn't want you finding her.
And sort of looks at Friday.
Don't worry, I'll find Tenny.
Okay. She's my sister. I don't want anything to happen to her.
Ronnie, Ota, the Queen is implicit in this. Especially if you pay homage to her or anything like that. I don't know, maybe you want to... I don't know how you want to handle this. Maybe you want to lay low or something and look after the kids. I don't know, but I'll definitely find Tenny.
That's all I want. I want to make sure Tenny is okay. But we have to get these kids back. Are you going to go off and find Tenny?
Yes.
I hate to say it, but that might be best. I don't know if we can help you at this time.
The wilds are dangerous enough. I'll carry on. This is my quest anyway. I'll find Tenny and rescue them.
You'll know her when you see her. She's very small. She's got really, really long hair. Wet. She's a spring-aladrin.
Odorin, I hate to say this, but I think we have to bring these kids back. We can't just keep them with us, especially if we're going to go into the wastes.
Yeah, I agree. I think our priority has to be the small kids now, and as to Friday. If you can promise us you can do everything you can to bring Tenny, we really appreciate it.
Yes, I definitely can. I wish there was something I could give you so that you would know my standing, but I don't really have anything.
No. We trust you. We saw you out there. Actions speak. Actions just speak. Ronnie pulls out his great sword, and blade in his own hands, hands it, kind of presents it towards Friday. And Ronnie's sword isn't magical or anything like that, but it's of a high quality. It has like roses and thorns kind of like wrapped around the blade of it. It's highly stylized. But in your hands, It's just a dagger. And Ronnie says, it's not much, but take it, be safe, and be brave.
I will. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Odorin.
Odorin will pull out from somewhere within his ribs, or kind of coax onto his hand a little mechanical spider. Kind of almost steampunk-esque. And just kind of, he's not magical. He's been with me a time, but hopefully he'll give you good luck on your other shoulder. My 12 is.
Thank you.
Spider scuttles up and sort of nestles on 12's head, like a little hat.
Reminds me of 9.
This one will not kill you.
Thank you. Thank you both. I'll find Tenny.
We know you will.
Perhaps I'll meet you at one of the courts or something.
I hope so. And Ronnie flies up and kind of like touches his very, very small forehead against Friday's forehead. And that's that moment, and then it's over.
Odorin, is there anything else you would like to do? Or are you going to just herd the kids?
Odorin will druidcraft a very small little flower in kind of autumn colors and just pop it on Friday's head.
Yep. And as you give that flower over to Friday and it sort of nestles against their ear, and as you turn back and journey through the forest with the children back towards the rose-colored boughs of the Blushing Weald and the Rose Court, Friday, you start plunging forward, and soon you can see these trees start to shorten. You can see now more sky above you, still twilight and still broken, and you can see that as you walk, you feel the pendant Fives gave you sort of dissolve in your hand, and you can see that flash on your watch as another number is restored. And as you walk and you find yourself standing on the edge of this obsidian wasteland, tumbleweeds of brackish debris and weeds sort of rolling in the distance, and these large metal wooden structures, dilapidated, sort of reaching up and stretching to the sky across this otherwise barren wasteland. That is where we are going to end today's episode of Downside Up.
I really thought I was going to die during that. It got really close. Thank you very much, everyone. I mean, we can maybe go camping next time, but it was. So everyone, thank you so much for coming along. This has been Downside Up from our sponsor, Mageham Press, run by the wonderful Mackenzie Lane, who has written some of the Mageham Press stuff, including my character class, because I'm that extra, bougie bitch that needs a class made for them. Yeah, check out all of their stuff over on their website. You can find all of their PDFs for 25% off at the moment to support social distancing. So do feel free to go and check that out. Also, we're going to be back in around half an hour, 40 minutes, with our Eberron viewer game run by Alice. Alice does have a pretty sore wisdom tooth, so I'm just going to check that she's still okay to run, but I'm pretty sure we're going ahead. Also, check out the Deck of Many. You can see the Humblewood campaign tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST. And also check out Hero Forge for all of your miniature needs. And check out Dungeon Fog, our latest sponsor, for all of your map needs at dungeonfog.com. You will find that on, you've seen it on the logo right now, I think. Right now on the logo. There. We'll be back in 45 minutes. Everyone, let's go around and say, tell us who you are, where we can find you online. Plug. We'll go the opposite way around and start with Kira Exley.
Yes, I am Kira Exley on Twitter. I've started my miniature painting journey on Instagram, so you can find me at Kira Paints Minis on Instagram. Yeah, hope to see you around.
And we've got a little bit of time, so what was your favorite part from today's session?
I love all the little children. They are just the sweetest, and I want to protect them all.
I loved the minute-long conversation I just had with myself. Let's go next to DM Steve. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Thanks for having me. Whew, that was a ride. I'm into it. I'm hyped up. But I am DM Steve. You can find me on Twitter at that same handle. You can type that in. It's all on the screen right there. Like I said, I'm one of the cast members of Asians Represent, which is a podcast that focuses on Asian representation in various types of media, including tabletop RPGs. If that sounds interesting to you, you can check out the podcast. You can also find me and some other cast members this Friday streaming on Asian Represent on Twitch. We'll be reading more of Oriental Adventures. Last session, we spent 2 hours and we got through 10 pages. We will try again. And if that's exciting to you, definitely tune in. And if you want to see more Asian representation, please check out unbreakablerpg.com. It's an anthology all written by just Asian creators, being unabashedly ourselves. Thank you so much for having me. This was absolutely a blast.
And what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was 100% 120 seconds of Mac just like talking to yourself in your various children voices, and me just like lounging back like, yeah, give me more of that. That's what I want.
Awesome. And like we said, the wonderful Nomadic couldn't join us today. They are helping with fight the pandemic as a healthcare worker. So go send them some love over on Twitter. Check out all their stuff. They do he does amazing work. And send him a lot of love because he's doing some awesome stuff right now. Scrat, you want to say your favorite part?
Mine was definitely the break. No, not the break itself, but I mean the dolls not doll twist. What the heck?
Okay, that was fun. That was my favorite part too.
Yeah. You got us all, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And then when you did the laugh again, I realized that that's what I heard at first at the beginning, and I was like, no. Oh, very good. Very good. Well done, Mackenzie. Well done.
I feel like you're never going to trust any of my NPCs ever again now.
I mean, it's difficult to trust DM's NPCs anyway. Right?
I think my favorite part of today's session was I have to make the connection with this symbol. It's important. Rolls a 5. It's important. But I'm Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator. You can find me here DMing every week at 6 p.m. EST, doing this shenanigans. You can also check me out over on Tales from the Mist for the next 2 weeks as Sarah, the half-elf monk. And then you can also check me out over on D&D Beyond, DM's Guild, MCDM stuff. I've got a bunch of cool stuff coming out and some stuff that I can't talk about yet, but it's gonna be exciting. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. Thank you so much for letting me subject you to creepy children today.
Subject being the operative word. Thank you. Well, we're going to outro with some credits here. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming along today. Viewers, we'll be back in 40-ish minutes. Until then, oh dear. A 500 error occurs when something blows up our code? That doesn't sound good.
Wait, what?
I don't know. That's what the credits thing says. Oh dear. Hang on a second. I'll run you some credits very shortly. Very shortly there will be some credits. I mean, just give me a hot second here.
I loved the ending. But I did want to say at some point Al did look at the sword that was, or the dagger that Ronnie gave and went, "Yo, Friday, is that a new friend?"
Bad. Right. So, I think I've got the credits set up. I know you can still see me. Let's see if this works. Pot luck. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you next week for more Faith Folio action. Catch you later. Bye.